Storms do not ask for an invitation. They arrive, a surprise, a reckoning, sometimes gentle at first, but often fierce, tearing through the landscape of our lives. For each of us, storms come in many forms. Sometimes they are made of angry clouds and roaring thunder. But more often, the storms that matter most are those unseen by others. Struggles, heartbreaks, losses, fears that flood our inner worlds and leave us searching for shelter. Yet, within these storms are stories not just of survival, but of transformation, resilience, and hope. Picture a small, sunlit village nestled in the valley, surrounded by high hills and whispering trees. Among the villagers is a boy named Samuel, known for his infectious laughter and boundless curiosity. He loves exploring the woods, listening to the birds, chasing after the wind. But one summer, the skies darken. Clouds gather, thick and heavy, and the world around Samuel changes. His father, the gentle anchor of his days, falls ill, a sickness that creeps in quietly but grows relentless. As the rain outside begins to fall, so too does a storm begin to swirl within Samuel's heart. For weeks, the rain beats on their roof. Samuel watches helplessly as his father grows weaker, his laughter dimming into silent worry. Nights stretch endlessly, full of questions and the distant roll of thunder. He is frightened, not by the storm outside, but by the uncertainty inside, the sense that life as he knew it is slipping away. One night, as lightning flashes and the windows rattle, Samuel's mother sits beside him. She speaks softly, reminding him that though storms can be frightening, they do not last forever. They bring change, yes, sometimes devastation, but also renewal. Fields need rain to grow. Trees need wind to spread their seeds. Even broken branches are the start of something new. Samuel clings to his mother's words, clutching them tightly as he navigates the weeks to come. His father, though never the same, endures. The storm outside finally softens, clouds drifting away to reveal a sky rinsed clean and blue. In the stillness, Samuel steps outside. The stream near his house runs fuller, wildflowers cluster in fresh, unexpected places, and everywhere the air smells sweet and alive. The world is not as it was, nor is Samuel. He has changed, braver, quieter perhaps, but stronger in unseen ways. Years later, Samuel looks back and realizes the truth of his mother's words. Storms, though unwelcome, are not always a curse. They force us to let go of what we cannot control. They stir the soil, plant new seeds, wash away what is worn or tired, and give us a new beginning. The memory of that season lingers, not only as a time of loss, but as a turning point, proof that even in the heart of chaos, there is the promise of hope. But storms are not just for the young. They touch every life again and again. Imagine another person, Sarah, who finds herself facing a different kind of storm. She has built a successful career, traveled the world, checked countless boxes. From the outside, everything looks calm, controlled, perfect. But inside, she feels the slow rumble of discontent, the sense that somewhere along the way, she has lost herself, forgotten what brings her joy, meaning, purpose. It starts with a whisper, a voice telling her something is missing. At first, she ignores it, pushing through the routines of her days, silencing the storm that grows inside. But eventually, it cannot be ignored. She finds herself sleepless, restless, pushed to make changes she fears. She's forced to confront choices, to walk away from comfort into the unknown. The storm in her life does not come with rain or thunder, but it sweeps her old life away all the same. There are nights when Sarah questions her courage. She feels lost, uncertain, buffeted by self-doubt. But day by day, as she learns to listen to her own heart, she discovers new passions. She rekindles old friendships, learns to paint, reconnects with family. She realizes that storms, though they disrupt and disorient, can also uncover treasures we would never find if nothing ever changed. It is the shaking of old patterns that reveals the depth of our roots and pushes us to grow in new directions. As she stands at the edge of her new life, Sarah sees her scars not as signs of failure, but as badges of survival. As reminders that storms do not destroy who we are at our core, they reveal us, make us honest and resilient. Storms, whether sudden or slow, are universal. Every person alive has faced them, is facing them, or will face them. Not because life is cruel, but because storms are part of what it means to be alive. They level and humble us, teach us empathy for the struggles of others. After the storm, we recognize the small daily blessings, the warmth of the sun on our face, the laughter of children, the comfort of a kind word, the beauty of a world made new. If you are weathering a storm now, remember, remember, you are not alone. The night may be long, the winds fierce, the road ahead uncertain. But storms pass, the clouds lift, and in their wake you may find not only that you have survived, but that you are changed for the better. You may discover a new strength inside yourself, a deeper capacity for love, a clearer sense of what truly matters. The tale of storms is not one of despair, but of hope, of people finding light in the darkest nights, of communities coming together offering shelter, kindness, and understanding, of beginnings forged from endings, of life rising once more from the ashes of what was lost. So when the next storm comes, remember the stories of those who have walked through the wind and rain before you. Remember Samuel, standing in the bright aftermath, the air fresh and full of promise. Remember Sarah, finding herself after the clouds have parted. And remember, too, your own past storms, the courage with which you faced them, the lessons you carried forward. In the end, it is not the storm itself that defines us, but the way we weather it, the kindness we find and give along the way, and the hope we carry into each new dawn.